Welcome. Today, we're going to make a beautiful work of art using only a whiteboard and dry erase markers. Let's get started. Well, let's face it, I'm no artist, but what I lack in artistic ability, I make up for it with my knowledge of bourbon. So like and subscribe to me on YouTube today, and I'll bring you down-to-earth, honest reviews every week, I promise. And I'm here. And Blue Farm is in the house, and we have Samantha Lee's Originals. What's up? I did post some a link over on the other stream. Let me close this thing out. So there may be some people coming up here shortly that is a part. Okay, I'll just leave it like that. Anyway, we're here, and Samantha Lee, how's it going? Blue Farm, how's it going? I'm drinking beer. We were hanging out over on another stream. I agreed to do the after party, but I did post the link. So we'll see how this goes. I posted the link on the other stream in the private chat. I did post the link to this in the public chat. So I don't know who's going to be showing up and who won't. I'm trying to bring up this other thing over here. But Cody O, Mike Carrier, hey, how's it going? And all of that. I'm going to send one message right quick. Hang on just a second. There. I'll do that. And then that. There. That's all I had to type. So here we are. And hopefully I get some people in the basement here soon. And we can keep this going. The only thing is it's Friday, right? I had a tough week this week. I worked very hard, and Friday today was harder than it usually is on a Friday. I had to make some pretty in-depth decisions today at work, and it really kicked my ass just a little bit. What's up, Jimmy?
What is up, man? God dang, Jody, I haven't got to hang out with you in a while, man.
I know. Pigskin Blitz is in the house. Samantha Lee.
Hell, Jay's here. Samantha's here. Hell yeah. Mike's here. Mike Carrier. Hell yeah. Nikki's here.
I mean, we're going to keep this clean. We're going to keep this genuine. But, yeah. There could be some folks jumping up here shortly. Probably Travis may jump up here in a little bit. I don't
know. I may have drunk them all under the table. We'll see.
I don't know. Who shows up. May or may not. But I'll tell you this, Jimmy. We were talking on the other stream about meeting people in person.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And it is a whole different ball game, when we meet people in person.
Yeah.
And
I have not, and I'm not saying I won't someday, but I have never been let down. I could be someday.
No.
I've never been let down by anybody I've ever met from YouTube. And I've met about 13 people from YouTube.
Well, I will say
about 10, and I'm with you. Everyone's who they are. What's up, Big Sin?
When Jimmy and Marcel and I met, it was a very short. It was a one day. It was like a couple hours, right?
Yeah, maybe about 2 hours.
Yeah.
Two liquor stores about 2 hours. Yeah.
And I was trying to record stuff. I wish now I had just left that alone.
Yeah.
It's okay.
But
Yeah.
I appreciate what I recorded.
Peppers.
Yeah.
Because no matter what, Jimmy was down, and I say, "Oh yeah, go down there for the what's it called again?
McCormick's.
McCormick. And it's on the bottom.
Oh yeah, I was down there. I was already down there.
Oh yeah.
I showed him down there on the floor. I can't even
man.
in that low, But no, that was fun. That was fun, and I'm glad I got. But I wish we had had a few days together.
This is what I recommend when you do meet up with somebody from YouTube. Like, take a couple pictures, maybe a couple quick videos, but turn your camera off. Get to know each other in real life. Like, turn that shit off. YouTube is not recording every aspect of your life. YouTube is getting to know people and letting people know you. That's what YouTube is all about. So just turn that shit off and get to know each other. That's what it's all about.
Right?
I think
exactly.
What shocked Jimmy was he hooked me up on there with the Elijah Craig 18 and all that. I was like putting it in my car, and I'm recording, and I'm coming back in. And I have like this Zoom recorder, and
he's got the earpieces and shit.
I've got all the shit on, and I'm like, so like and subscribe and all that. And I'm walking through the front door of this like liquor store, and he turns to Marceldale and he goes, "That's a real YouTuber, right?"
yeah. I'm just bullshitting, folks. I'm just bullshitting. I'm just fucking me. Like, I will show up and drink your whiskey, but I'm not a fucking real YouTuber.
No. I try to be, but yeah, it's there's a time and place for the cameras.
Well, it's not even like Jody didn't have his camera out the whole time. He didn't record all the shit. Like when we met Chase down at River Point, and he fucking was pulling out his Elijah Craig specials and all that shit. We didn't record all that shit. Like it was just us getting to know each other.
Yeah, it was. There was a lot of time, and I recorded maybe 5 minutes of shit in there. But I will say this. Wait, what was that say? Blue Phone said I'm weedless.
Oh,
she's in Ohio. So, Blue Farm, contact Joy Edibles. He'll hook you up.
Yeah, man.
You're good. You're in Ohio right now. Contact Joey.
Can y'all imagine the first time I tried? I've never smoked weed in my entire life. I've never tried it one time. I'm 50 years old. I've never been high. But I want to be. I just can't do it.
Like, you've been high. You just haven't been high for weeks.
Well, my job,
yeah.
My job responsibilities, my family, and all that have kept me from doing it. But can you imagine?
You know what, dude?
I guarantee if you found, I don't know. So let's say we met up and I was like, probably hypothetically, I was smoking a joint. You say, let me try that. I'd say just take one small hit. And that would be a good indicator of okay, this is how it feels. But it would be out of your system within 2-3 days. You'd be fine.
If I was retired, I would do it, but I wouldn't. I'm not risking that shit.
Yeah,
it's sad. It's fucking sad, isn't it?
No, it's man. My parents don't do it.
But
both my parents call it marijuana. I'm like, get with it, it's weed. Get with it.
But I mean, I will wreck my liver and drink myself to death. But no, I'm not doing that shit because I'm not losing my fucking job.
I will tell you this. It feels very, 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 very similar. Except for the paranoia and a couple other little things. But other than that,
paranoia, heart beating,
it feels like a beer buzz.
I'm already a very anxious person, so I don't know. It may not be a good thing for me. I'm already very fucking anxious.
I'm the same way, and I would say steer clear, man. Because for the longest time in high school, I was smoking all the time. But one time, I had a bad high. Ever since then, I would smoke. My heart rate would be going up. I'd be freaking out, and I'm like, I can't do this anymore.
Well, it's not that I'm just always the kind of guy like the worst case scenario shit that's in my head's gonna fucking happen.
Yeah.
And so if I was retired, had nothing to worry about, it'd be completely different. But other than that, like I'm not gonna fucking risk it because worst case scenario shit is always gonna fucking happen. I'm an Arkansan. That's what fucking happens.
You
Down
know,
there. That's
exactly.
how this shit rolls.
It is.
Yeah.
That's a no high zone is what I'll call it.
Piece of situation here.
Hey, Kathy, how are you, sweetheart?
Oh, there's Kathy Bates, my
That's
dark
hey.
angel. How you doing, Kathy?
Oh no, not that. Wait.
Wait. See if you can get
Damn it.
Axe Nacho, Kathy, Samantha Lee up here, Blue Farm. Jay, they're together. Be fun. It's up to you.
God damn it.
So what's the history of like marijuana? Why is it illegal? Why can't I just smoke it without worrying about losing about my whole fucking life?
Because it's a cash crop that the U.S. government has not figured out how to cash in on fully. I mean, you go to legal states and you walk into a weed shop, you better have cash because they will only accept cash because no banks, because they're federally mandated, will accept a card. So it all has to be cash. And it's so weird how it's like legal in some states but not others, and federally it's still looked at as like a statute 2 or whatever drug, kind of like heroin and cocaine.
How many people are in prison for like super long terms for this?
Well, that's why when the law came onto the ballot, I voted in favor of legalizing it. Now I didn't realize Colorado gets so insane with it, like we have. Yeah. But it's like my buddy, he went for a teaching job. It was perfect for him, and this was 2008. Well, he got a ticket for paraphernalia in 1995 when he was in high school. School district found it, and they said, "Sorry, we can't hire you because of the paraphernalia charge."
Was it
It was a pipe, and that was the number one reason I said, "You know what? I'm tired of people like my buddy getting 15 years ago, like getting nicked for something stupid like paraphernalia, and they can't even get a teaching job when they've proven."
Well, you're talking about ruining somebody's livelihood, like
exactly, and that's why I said, yeah, let's do it.
But I can take a bottle of this, chug it down. Nobody gives a shit, right? And twice as bad.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, it's hell of worse. Yeah, alcohol can kill you. Weed just makes you extremely stoned and. Depending on how you intake it, I mean, edibles. Yeah, I've heard of people going insane and they jump out of windows and because they're freaking out. That's happened here and stuff, and that's very, very, very rare.
I'm a very lovey-dovey drunk. I could imagine myself high, like how lovey-dovey I would be high as opposed to drunk.
Oh, you'd be looking all over our faces. It's like, oh, I heard you talking.
Yeah, everybody be like, hey, Jim. Put it up, Jim. Like, stop, Jim. I'm a lovey-dovey drunk.
Yeah, the same way.
But there are times, I will admit, there are times when I get whiskey drunk that, dude, I drop off into the darkness. I drop off into the abyss. There's shit that happened 35 fucking years ago that makes me mad. Does that happen with weed? Like, do you get mad over shit? Because I get real fucking mad over stuff.
No, it's more of a if you may get a little paranoid, and you'll sit there and actually feel your heart racing, possibly, and then you're going, "I need to drink something." You know, just constantly drink water. It's just like trying to keep hydrated because dry mouth it gives you dry mouth.
Yeah,
but I mean that's. The worst I've ever had.
Mountain Dew situation, right? Like the Mountain Dew take care of that.
Yeah.
All right.
That's the worst extent I've ever had. I was at my cousin's place. I went through like a paranoia. He went to bed. He's like, we smoked and he went straight to bed. And I was like, I thought we were going to hang out. All the lights were off. I was laying on the couch. Could hear like, it wasn't a great part of town. I could hear the sirens in the distance. Like, holy shit, they're coming for me. They knew we were smoking in here. My heart was racing. And that was a really bad experience.
So the thing that worries me about like whiskey and barrel aged beers and getting super drunk on alcohol is that every now and then, about 1 out of 20 times, like I will drop off into this abyss of just fucking like I am mad about shit that doesn't even have any bearing on my life.
Yeah.
And it's like it happens. Like it happens. I'm a full grown man. I'll admit it. Like every 1 in 20 drunks, like especially if it's just straight whiskey, I will drop off into the abyss. Like it's ridiculous. It's stupid. It's senseless. I have the perfect lady who is married to me and loves me very deeply, but I will just drop off into this stupid self-pity abyss on whiskey. And I am very curious about marijuana if it does anything similar to that.
So when you're ready and comfortable to try it, but do it in a small dose. Like if someone hands you like a joint, just take one, maybe two.
Oh hell no! I'm taking like a handful of edibles and just fucking hitting that shit.
I wouldn't know, man. Edibles hit in a weird way.
You know how? Wait. Let me explain this just a little bit. You know how when you first start drinking beer, you work your way into your tolerance level, right? You got used to it. You knew what it was going to do to you. You did this and that and the other, right?
Yeah.
You have to work your way into it. It's going to do a very similar effect to you, but I've watched like people take Jello shots and stuff, and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna," and they squeeze it in, and that stuff takes a little bit to like absorb.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, they're in the bathroom crying and puking on their own feet, right? So you have to like get used to it, ease your way into it, and all that. I would say start slow, So if tomorrow they said, guess what? It's legal everywhere.
Yeah.
I would start slow.
What would you, if you were me, and again, I've never partaken in any of it. I can't wait to, but I haven't. Would you do edibles? Would you smoke, or would you vape it?
Well, I would start. I mean, you vape already.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So I would start with I would start actually with a regular joint, but just take a little hit. And here's the deal with marijuana. If you take a small hit and you pull it down and just hold your breath and hand the thing over. Because the longer it's in your lungs, it's going to like soak in. If you just go puff, blow, okay, you're blowing most of it out into the air, right? So let that soak in a little bit, but don't take a big drag. Just take a medium little puff and hand it on. But when it comes back around, let it pass by you again.
Yeah.
If they light another one or whatever, and it comes back and you're like, okay, I'm handling this after about 10 minutes,
So say worst case scenario, I'm smoking with Snoop Dogg and it's just like coming at me faster.
That motherfucker is going to get you high.
So I mean, like, what's the worst that's going to happen that night?
You're going to get sick. Your world will spin as if you were like doing whiskey shots.
So you can get sick. You can get sick on it like whiskey.
Oh, you'll throw up your
you easily. It's like smoking cigarettes for the first time. You just get that head high. And you just 100%.
All right. What? This is the shit I need to know because I mean I'm gonna retire here in a few years. So.
I know. We're not trying to deter you from it, but wait until retirement, like you said, and you're making the right choice on that.
Well, look.
Start out with a couple puffs of a joint, or maybe a hit on a pipe.
Do you know how weird I feel being 50 years old and honestly 100% telling you I've never done it. Like I grew up in Arkansas and California, the two most pothead states in the nation. I have never done it. I have never got high.
I will tell you this. I have done a few things a few times, but not enough for me to be like a Snoop Dogg expert to tell you how to do it. I know my experience from it, and I know that I was always conscious about it builds up in your system, and I always had to take piss tests, so I would never like I would go a
Oh
year
yeah.
or 5, you know.
Yeah, if I even smell it, I would get pissed off because I'm like, I gotta take a piss test tomorrow, motherfucker.
Right.
Yeah.
But we're starting to move away from the 5-panel, 6-panel
yeah.
piss
Yeah,
test.
we are. We are.
Yeah.
So, but I can't trust it completely because
Nope.
what if, next week I get presented with an opportunity to,
It's not the random piss test; it's the promotion that scares people more. Than
yeah.
anything.
But I will tell you, I'm highly confident that even if you took a hair follicle sample right now, you would find nothing in my system because it's been that long.
Same. It's
But
been
I have to go
over
pee,
5.
so I'm going to put Jimmy in charge. And
Oh, fuck.
All right, go pee, Joe.
Oh, you get the love. I'm just kidding.
So Chattio, me and you, we've drunk a lot of beer together. We've drunk a lot of really excellent beer together.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Whiskey. Does whiskey ever make you drop off into the abyss, to the anger abyss? Does
Yes.
whiskey do that, or does beer do that more?
With hard alcohol, whiskey, gin is the worst. Like, my mom wants me to come over tomorrow and have a gin and tonic with her, and I'm like, if I do, it's one for me, and then I'll switch to gin and vodka vodka and tonic, because gin just takes me over the edge like that. But hard alcohol takes me over the edge a lot.
Damn, I wish I could highlight comments. Guani, believe me, I will smoke it someday, but it's not today.
No, it's just worth trying.
Yeah. Well, my thing is it's not worth losing what I have.
No, exactly.
That's all it is.
Like, I have respect for you. I mean, I don't. I accepted my job, and I was expecting them to say, "All right, go to this location for a drug test." I never had a drug test for my job. I'm like, that's crazy.
There's
the
been
first time
times,
in years.
There's been times with you wonderful people that I have been up here drinking whiskey. And y'all have watched me like drop off into the Marianas Trench, like I have gone into the abyss. Like that's all I worry about with weed is if I go that way with whiskey, would weed do the same thing to me?
I would do it with somebody you trust the first time. Absolutely, someone you 100% trust. And someone you're absolutely 100% comfortable with, who is like, okay, you've done this before.
I think me and Twisted Art Lady, Travis, and Micah, that would be
that's a good group right there. That would be a good group. I would be the one freaking out, ripping my clothes off, like, the hell's going on?
Good night, Phil. We'll see you.
I will say, Jimmy. Too much weed makes you feel like you drank too much beer or whiskey. I mean, you get drunk, right?
Yeah.
Your world will spin. It's one of those.
I'm with you, Phil, 100%.
If you do like 12 shots of tequila and lay on the couch, couch starts spinning.
Yeah.
Then you put your foot on the floor and the whole house starts spinning. It's going to do the same fucking thing. Right?
What worries me with whiskey and bourbon and any of that, nothing spins anymore. Like I just fucking.
You built up a tolerance.
My tolerance.
Weed the first time, just a couple. All right.
Well,
let's see how
the deal.
What's up?
He's also not doing 12 shots of tequila in a row because he does 3 and he goes, "Yeah, I better stop."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A couple puffs and then say, okay, wait a couple minutes and wait to see if the effect hits you.
Right.
And it probably would very quickly. Like with me, if someone hands me a joint, I take a couple puffs on it. Literally, when I'm handing it to them and they take it from me, I'm like, all right, it's already hit me.
Okay,
that's how quick it hits me.
So when I got my face cut off and put back on, they gave me all these painkillers and shit. I took them for 2 days and then I threw all that shit in the toilet.
It made you kind of.
No, it felt too good, and I recognized like it felt fucking phenomenal. Like I felt like it was magically good and scared me. I flushed all that shit down the toilet and just fucking toughed it out the rest of the time. I can't fucking do it. So that scares me. You know, a lot of shit scares me. I'm just too I'm too anxious about shit. Yeah, that's my thing. Like I'm always worried. Yeah. I just don't want to worry. You know what I mean? Like I just I want to have a good time. I want to enjoy my time with folks. I'm tired of worrying. That's my thing.
Yeah. Well, and I will say this about weed. It will get you the same type of feeling as beer and whiskey type thing. And
Yeah.
when you learn to do it right, you can just like even an edible here and there or take a puff here and there. You can keep that edible going. But the problem is there is a little anxiety or it can manifest and give you a little apprehension here and there. But typically, I think that's mostly due to the taboo nature of it. If it were like suddenly legal everywhere, I could smoke it and not be like, oh my God, I'm going to get busted tomorrow. Oh, I'm going to lose my job. They're going to piss test me, which, they're not going to, but I would be paranoia.
But I'm already a very paranoid, anxious guy. Like people probably don't think that, but yeah, I'm always anxious. I'm always worried. Like the worst case scenario, shit's gonna happen. Like I'm a very paranoid, anxious person.
That will manifest the first few times you try to smoke it. That will manifest itself, but the next day you wake up and you're like, why was I so panicked about that? That doesn't make any sense. But it just the first, like when you're first getting used to it, it kind of does that to you a little bit. But I will tell you this:
I mean, they will piss test me, going, yeah, 100%.
The day after you try it, don't do it. Yeah, well, unless it's totally legal.
Good advice, going. I pay heed to that.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, man, if you're that close to, you see the retirement ahead of you, it's worth the wait. For me, retirement is a pipe dream.
So retirement, look, retirement's not a reality. For me, retirement is just going to a job I can bullshit around on and make enough money to buy a fucking bologna sandwich. That's what retirement is.
What my dad did.
I'm not going to sail off. I'm not going to sail off on a sailboat into the fucking ocean or nothing like that.
I mean, my dad retired March of 2020, early March of 2020, and then you know what happened. Hey, Marcel.
Hey, hi everybody.
And he's still like.
She was trying to sneak in here and give me a kiss.
I know, I saw her. Oh, you're a sweetheart. Aw. Oh, Lucy approves. It's like my dad has retired. He's retired, but he's selling his very valuable sports cards here and there just to help offset bills. My stepmom still works. She'll probably be working for another 10 years. She's 12 years younger than my dad. So that's what he's doing. That's just part of his retirement. Like one of the boxes of sports or autograph cards or cards, sports cards, celebrity cards. He has a box that is listed as worth of $75,000. It's a double sided. And he's just every once in a while he posts one up there for a couple $100 just to help with bills. I'm like, I know you have your collectibles. It's hard to do, but it's hard for him to do. All right, good night, Raven. Hopefully you guys aren't on fire anymore. Why is it Cindy?
Cindy said they're all like bit tipsy. Okay.
All right, you're good.
A bit tipsy.
Why don't we have Natalie and
I may be one of the only people Cindy can't hang with drinking. Cindy, I'm just bullshitting. She drank me under the table.
Oh hell yeah, she drink everyone here under the table.
Hey, and that's another thing too. Like drinking's not a competition.
No,
you get to where you need to be or want to be, and fucking stop. Like it's not a competition. Travis and Jody and Chadio and all of us, we have been there where it's like we should stop, but we're kind of putting the gym to it. We're showing everybody how big our dicks are. And like
this is it for me tonight. So
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, we are not mortal people. Like, don't fucking try to drink with us. It's not good. Good night, Travis.
Good night, brother. I'll see you soon.
But
It's 78 degrees in my house right now. I'm sitting on my couch, and this was our first hot day. I've got 3 months worth of sitting on my couch, sweating my balls off.
shit.
I'm tired of it. I'm at the point I'm gonna have to find an AC and furnace person and just say, you know what, F it, I'm gonna have to finance it. I can't deal with this.
Oh, I would love for Chadio to come down here about fucking 4th of July, wouldn't you, Jody? It's a hot motherfucker down here.
I know it is, but the way my house is, there's no insulation in the wall. So in the winter, if we're like negative 10 degrees, my house, I can't keep up the temperature. And it's like, I don't know, 53 degrees in here, and it sucks.
My in-laws come down here from Minnesota. They will not come out of the house. They always come down here 4th of July.
Oh no, I would come go out of the house.
No,
You know what?
they won't go out of the house. They're fucking like sucking right up on my air conditioner vents.
Yeah.
It's too fucking humid.
You're trying to fly planes.
Well,
I mean, I've done Florida so many summers, so many summer longs as a kid. I went out there in August, and as soon as I walked out of the plane, I was like, okay, this isn't as bad as I remembered. And the whole trip was like, yeah, this is very hot and humid. I mean, it feels like temperature is 108 degrees, but I'm like, this isn't really that.
Well, Mike Carrier, I have never seen anybody else's dick up here, but I'm very comfortable with myself. I will just say.
Weren't you in the military?
Yes.
You didn't see any dicks?
Well, I've seen a lot of dicks. Check it out. I am very comfortable with who I am. Very comfortable with who I am. I do not have a big giant dick, but I am very satisfied right where I'm at.
That's all that matters. I mean,
Exactly. If you know how big it is, you just know how to use. If you know how to use it, you're good.
Look, I'm not trying to bruise somebody's kidneys or nothing. Like I'm good. Like
Did y'all see the new Mike Myers thing, the Pentaveret?
No.
Is that a movie or?
It's on Netflix. There's a scene in the Pentaveret. It's a very short thing. You can watch all 5 episodes in it.
Yeah.
I'll binge it tonight. Oh yeah.
It's funny as fuck. But there's one scene where he's playing the nice Canadian guy and they're like trying to blur out like things, but it's like Netflix can't keep up with where the blur is supposed to be. It's like he's like nobody needs to see his hen on the nest or whatever.
Yeah.
And then there's this guy like swinging sausage, and he goes, "Whoa!"
I saw the preview for that. I have to watch it actually. So.
Here's my whole theory on the whole dick size thing, and man, this may achieve world peace right here with this one statement. All right, so if you're worried about your dick size, you need to stop. If your partner's worried about your dick size, get rid of them and get somebody that doesn't give a shit about that. Yep. Your dick size has no bearing on your fucking life. You're fine. Believe me, you're fine. Stop fucking worrying about that shit.
Learn to use them hips, motherfucker.
Yeah. Get them fucking hips. No. Look, you're fine. You're fucking fine. Quit comparing yourself to fucking porn stars. None of us can live up to that shit.
Yeah.
Well, there's a few of us that can, but guess what? I've never met anybody that can live up to that is happy. I've never met one person with a giant dick. I've never met one giant dick motherfucker that is happy. Not one time.
Right. We just made Samantha Lee fall out of her chair. So there you go.
You got to give them some fucking smooches too sometimes. Like just fucking love them. Give them some smooches. Hold their hand. hold their hand when you walk through Walmart. That means more than any fucking big dick in the world.
And I see stuff like that in a grocery store, and I just look at that, and I just immediately smile. I'm like, I like that. That's really cute. That's cute to see that.
My wife and I, we're not like touchy feely or anything. Like we don't hold hands, we don't do any of that shit. But what we can do behind closed doors is have, we can just like have this like genuine conversation. But my wife's an attorney, right? She's got a Juris Doctorate. She passed the bar in Texas, and
she's smarter than you are. Is what you're saying?
She's smarter than all of us. Hell yeah.
We're
like she'll put you in your place. You'll be like, hey, she'll start speaking Latin and shit to you.
We're more analytically minded.
Oh, all right.
Okay, we'll put it that way. Because I mean, I'm not like a little guy at work. I'm like up there a little bit.
Yeah, no. Jody's up there. I'm a low level middle management guy. Jody's probably about 3 steps above where I'm at. Like he's got it going on.
But I'm 2 steps below you, Jimmy. But man, it still feels good. They still have some leadershipness. It's great.
When we are having a genuine conversation, we are both like totally serious about the situation, and we're analytical and we're thinking it through, and we're like, should we do this? Should we do that? And then what I like to do when we have those serious conversations is right before we part ways, I slap her on the ass.
Oh.
And she turns around and gives me that half grin, because we're like, all right, icing on the cake,
Yeah.
And that's kind of our quick hit. Like,
I like that. I mean, I like that. That's your thing. I mean,
but if I went up to my wife tomorrow, and I put my arm around her shoulder, and I was just like, I just want to tell you how much I love you. She's like, okay, who'd you fuck? Because that's going to be the immediate question. Right, what are you building up to here? Because this is not normal. She's like, all right, what'd you do? Because that's not what we do. But we can play around here and there. But it has to be in context.
Yeah, it's all about what makes you and your wife happy. It's the same like we're talking about with fucking genitalia and shit. If your partner's not happy with your shit, fucking move on, because you are headed towards a fucking heartache. Just move on. Find somebody else. Jody and his wife perfectly happy with their relationship.
We have a good and 9 times out of 10. Maybe 7 times out of 10.
4.5.
Whatever. When you're in a relationship, it's a business relationship. You're running a family. You have kids. You have all this stuff. 70% of the time, we have to have serious conversations with each other.
And that's the thing. With me and Marchdale, guess what? We're just riding around in unicorns and shit all the time. Like we're all about the fucking magic and shit. If I told her tomorrow, I'm quitting my job, I'm fucking done with this shit, we're gonna have to move into a cardboard box under the fucking bridge, she'd be down with it. She'd be like, fuck yeah. As long as I can lay there with you and hold your hand. We're all about the unicorn farts. Like,
I love it.
But that's not negating anything that Jody and his wife have going on.
Not at all. That's how
it is about you finding your partner. It is not about you living up to some fantasy for somebody else. Like, find your fucking soulmate and rock that shit,
No, I mean, my thing with the whole thing is, if I said, oh, I just got fired or I quit or whatever, my wife would be like, so what's next? Right? Because it's going to be all about business until we get that settled out. I mean, because we've got a lot of stuff to live up to. You know, we've got things scheduled. We got a lot of things done. And if I said I don't know, then okay, what are we going to start canceling, and why do we keep open? You know, because
as corny as it sounds, I know it sounds so corny and so fucking cheesy and sweet and shit, and I don't mean it to, but our only goal is just to die holding hands. That's our only goal, and not regret a damn thing that we've done. That's our only goal. I don't give a shit about material things. Like, I don't give a shit about my house, my truck. I don't care about anything that I own. I just care about that lady and my kids and my grandkids. But I do what I do so that I can provide for them, so I can help them out, so I can be that stable rock. But that's why I do the things that I do, and I suffer through the fucking bullshit job that I work at and stuff. That's why I do it.
Better job,
Yeah. We'll get there. We'll get there. I'm perfectly happy. It makes me happy knowing when they need help, I can provide it. But if all that shit fell apart and there was nothing left but just holding her hand, I'd die a happy man.
All right. I just have to make sure
these.
That's what
I'm just like you, Jimmy, in relationships. I think that may be why I've been single for so long, because I'm kind of like
Well, no, hold out, Chetty.
I've held out since last person I dated. Seriously, was 2015. Now I'm talking to that one girl who's moving up here, and like we're talking every day. And it's
whether you're super business oriented, whether you're super organized, life oriented, whether you're just fucking corny like me, whatever it is, there's no right or wrong answer. But find your soulmate that is going to rock that with you, and you'll be happy. If you are trying to live a life that is not real for you to suit somebody else, you will never be happy.
Nope, I won't do that. I've done that in the past. I've done it in the past, and it's just
I work a shitty long ass job, but I do it because I want my grandkids, I want my kids, and I want Marcel to not have to fucking worry about shit. And it's worth it to me. It's worth it to me. The money I make is worth it to me to do that. And I get up, and man, there's times I get up 1 o'clock in the morning and I just stand here. And I'm just like I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do, and then Marcel will come in here, give me my little kiss to go to work, and I'm okay. Like, I know that's why I'm fucking doing it. And I skip my stupid happy ass right off to that fucking place and get my ass kicked for 15 hours. And then I come home, she's here waiting on me. And then I go buy fucking birthday presents for all my grandkids and McDonald's and all that shit.
Hey, Dan.
That's what makes me happy. That's what makes me fucking happy. You live. And here I am getting all deep and shit. This is not a drunk philosophers, but
no, you're good.
Drunk philosophers does endorse this message. You live in the nanosecond. You live in the exact moment that you are conscious and aware of right now. What just happened 2 seconds ago doesn't fucking matter. What's going to happen 2 seconds from now doesn't matter. You live in the nanosecond that you are aware of right now. So make the most of that.
Every time I'm around my nieces, I spoil the hell out of them because I know scientifically I can't have kids. I know I can't have kids. And I look at my nieces, they're 10 years old. I spoil the hell out of them. When I see them, it's usually once a year. I'm probably not going to see them for another year, but that's okay. But once I see them again, they know Uncle Chad will hook it up, whatever we want to do. And usually, it's so funny. Usually, it's like when I first see them, they're like, "Did you bring your PlayStation?" I'm like, "You mean my PlayStation 1?" "Yeah, did you bring your PlayStation?" They love playing the old school PlayStation.
Oh, yeah. Well,
and they love working grandma's VCR. I taught them how to work a VCR and stuff, and they love watching VHS movies.
So when I met Jody and Big Daddy H and Dixie, I was like, holy shit, like this is fucking golden right here. Like I wouldn't trade that for anything. Like Jody with his dad and his mom and all that stuff, that is gold, man. That is worth more than any amount of money anybody could ever pour on you. What he's got right there, like, man, because they're just such sweet people, and just knowing Jody, I'm just like, God dang, like that is some magical golden stuff. There is nothing I would trade to not have what you have right there. Joe.
Well, and we were talking about Big Daddy H coming to your house.
Oh yeah, and he's always welcome here. Like,
well. And we're
you can't be too terribly far from you, OG-san.
Oh, he is
4 hours.
River.
No, they're like 15, 20 minutes from my house.
Are you kidding me?
No,
that close. Oh, OG-san, you gotta have them over and just have a good time with them.
Oh
no
yeah.
Cameras,
I just worry about Big Daddy H stealing my lady from me because he's slick. God dang, he's a sweet old man. He's slick.
I could see that from
but what happens is Dixie comes with him.
Oh yeah. Dixie will keep him as long as Dixie's coming. I'll be all right.
Her and Marcel go over here, and then you set him up to play.
Could you imagine me and Big Daddy H singing all that long? He would probably tell me shut the fuck up, and then he would just
I don't think so. I would probably enjoy it. I think he would, from what I've seen from Big Daddy H, he would enjoy every second of it.
Going in, baby. We're going to play.
They 100% are some of the sweetest people I've ever met in my life. Just like me and Jody started talking, and Big Daddy H just stepped in, and I was like, "God dang, this is like he is just a nice old man. He is so sweet." And then I met Dixie, and I'm like, look, Jody just like I'm some dude that he just knows off of YouTube. We've never met. We didn't mean anything to each other before then. But she was all in, like I was Jody's best friend that he hadn't seen in 20 years, and she was all in. Like she treated me like I was family from the very first second I met her, and I was like, holy shit, like these are the sweetest people I've ever met.
Now she was all in, and I'll tell you this: as long as Dixie's there, Big Daddy A's gonna mind himself.
To an extent, but as soon as Marcel walks in, he's like, "Oh."
Well, here's the deal. My dad, Big Daddy Ace taught me one time. He said we went into Ruby Tuesdays. We were at the mall, and the women were gonna go shop, and we were gonna sit at Ruby Tuesdays, and we were gonna eat some steak and drink, and we had a driver to get us home.
Yeah.
And it was so busy, and we went in there. My dad said, "You got a 20 on you?" And I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Give me a 20. I handed him a 20. He took a 20, and he walks up there, and he's talking to this maitre d' table, some, and then all of a sudden we get moved to this like banquet room, like we were the only ones in it. Like the door, like these double doors were like closed off, and we went in. And I'm like, "What the frick?" And he's like, "Yeah, we're gonna sit back here." And he's like, "But get ready to give me another 20." And I said, "Yeah, okay, I got it, And so we sat back there, and all of a sudden we had like 5 or 6 waiters, waitresses like coming around all the time. And we were in this private room in the back because he tipped them $40 up front and said, "We want a table. We're going to get a small meal, but don't let our drinks run dry, and we'll tip you heavier on the back end."
Yeah.
Right. And that was what taught me right there. You walk in and you go, "You know what? It looks pretty crowded in here, but guess what? You know, if you can stick us in the back, you can put us in the corner. Just don't let our drinks go dry. And man, they jumped all over that. And man, we tipped them probably $100 on like a $20-$30 meal. But
Well, the thing is, here's the thing is though, like a lot of people think about that $100 and like $100 hangs them up. But are you going to remember that $100?
oh, I remember that.
Jody, are you going to take that meal with you to your grave?
I'll remember.
You're always going to remember.
I'll remember the good about that for the rest of my life.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like don't get all hung up on material shit and like your house, your car, your money, and all that. Think about the experiences, the memories that you're making. That's all you're going to have at the end of this. That's all you're going to have.
People go to Vegas and they'll lose $1,000 and go home and go, "Oh, I made out like a bandit. You know, I made out good." We spent $100 extra for a whole day and a meal, and we sat in the back, and people were coming around. We met all kinds of people. They kept coming back there because they were all sharing the chips, and they were like wanting to make it happen. And we had a great freaking time.
Yeah, right. And you will remember it till your dying day.
Yeah. And I have deployed that theology or that theory, and it's worked out every freaking time. I'll tell you.
Hell yeah. Yeah, like don't hold on to the material stuff. Like
no.
Yeah, like it just. You're not going to remember that electric bill you paid. You're not going to remember that car payment. You're not going to remember that mortgage payment that you were so upset about. You're going to remember things like that meal Jody's talking about. That's what you're going to remember. You know, you're going to wish you had it back. And sometimes those experiences are you're there, they're passing you by. You gotta kind of jot that shit down in the back of your brain. You gotta take note of it, you know.
Yeah, you gotta grab on. You gotta latch on to the good.
Yeah. Think about the things that really are going to mean something to you. It's not bills. Your bills are not going to mean anything to you. It's those kind of memories. And I'm not saying be irresponsible. Don't you know. Don't dick off your electric bill so you don't have a big dinner or something. But I'm just saying those little moments. They don't happen often, but when they do, latch on to it. Hold on.
They don't happen all the time. I'm not saying go spend $200 every time you go.
Yeah,
right.
That was a special moment between you and Big Daddy H. And Mike, you're right. Mike Carrier said, "Tip your waitress and waitresses, or waiters and waitresses."
For real.
My baseline is 20%.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now, if you're having a bad day and I can say, okay, this isn't going to be great service, I'll take you down to 15%. That's as minimal as I'll go, especially in this day and age. But if it's phenomenal, hell, I'll boost you up to 30%. Yeah, but I understand sometimes working in that industry is shit.
You want to have a great, memorable night. Yeah. Tip your waitress 100% the cost of your meal. Tell me if you don't have the best, most memorable night of your life.
No, but here's the thing, Mike. We did it. We started off that night for selfish reasons. Okay, It was busy, and we threw a couple of 20s around, and all of a sudden we started getting great service. But we met good people that night, that day. And we tipped them really, really well on the back end, mostly because we had met some really good people. But I was in a bar one night, and I had been going to this bar forever. I was kind of a regular, but I was kind of like, I kind of kept a low key. But there was a waitress whose house had burned down. It burned down, and she had taken a couple of days off, and it was a third day back. They were staying in an extended stay hotel, and it was like so much per night, and they didn't know what they were going to do. I ran up a $35 tab and tipped her $285.
Yeah.
Because that was what was going to get them through the next week, right?
Well,
and I said, "This is what I can do for you tonight."
you know, when you're on top of things, $285 isn't a big sacrifice. But when you're getting your ass kicked by life,
Yeah.
$285
It's a lot.
means the world to you.
And it hurt. It didn't. I mean, it didn't hurt me, but it caused me to change things, right? It
Mhm.
caused me to not eat out here or there. It caused some things in my life. It was inconvenient if that's all I was worried about.
Yeah.
But I felt good about what I did, and I gave up a couple of conveniences until I recouped the money.
Oh.
But to me, that's when you're really giving someone something.
There's been several times in my life where $285 would have been like $1 million. Like
I was there not too long
I,
ago.
I've dug out change out of a damn truck seat with my mom when I was a kid just to buy a damn loaf of bread, so we wouldn't fucking starve. Like
I've been there with my mom when I was growing up. We were that scratching. You know, she was scratching by just to get us by.
But
I understand that.
I'm not good with like heavy emotions, right? I don't. That's not me.
Yeah.
If even if I impact your life to the point that you will cry, just hold it in and hey, thanks, bro, man. Hey, really appreciate it. Couple pats on the back.
Oh, gotcha.
And I'll feel better about that because the last thing I want, because this waitress broke down sobbing, and I was like, "Oh, don't."
Yeah.
So I understand how people are that way. Yeah.
But I was like, "No, you don't grovel, don't." I did this because but she was truly, genuinely like taken aback, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you made her night. You absolutely made her day.
I'm not really comfortable in that situation.
You gave her hope. You gave her a little bit of light that everything was going to be all right.
And who knows how much you helped her out that night?
I don't know.
She could have been a single mother struggling, just scrapping by.
Well, no,
you and Daddy went in there and did all that.
I knew all that.
I'm just saying it. You don't know. You don't always know. It could be that way.
But and I was talking, and I talked to her, and I interrogated her a little bit. I didn't, not in a negative way, but I was like, "So what's the story? What's the deal? What's this and that? And what are you most worried about?" And she's like, "I'm worried about making it through the next week." And she's like, "We're staying at a extended stay hotel, and it's $285 a week, and I don't know if we're going to be able to stay there another week."
But it's like when your world narrows down to that one thing.
I tipped her $285 so that it would get them through one more week. So I'm not like a hero here.
No, it's admirable what you did.
So here's the thing: is when you're in those dire straits, like I said, your world narrows down. So this for most people is $10 million. She was narrowed down to that $285 that was going to get her through the week. You gave her $10 million. It's the same thing.
Right. Yeah. My thing, when I gave it to her, I was like, "Okay, I'll give you 7 days. But you have to help yourself after that." It's what I was thinking in my mind, right? But I'll do this for you. And I did it. And then the next day I was like, "Yep, I did that." And now I have to make ham sandwiches for lunch, for a week or whatever. But
Well, here's the other thing is when you do that stuff, like so many people think that you're doing it to try to get in somebody's panties or something. It is never about that for me, and I would never believe that was about that for Jody.
No, her husband was right there. He was,
it's about just that's something, it's almost kind of selfish. You're kind of doing it for you because it feels good. Like you feel like you've done a good thing. It's a weird, great thing to do that you'll remember for the rest of your life. And I encourage everybody to do that shit. If I won a lottery tomorrow, I would just go around to grocery stores. I would find the most down on my luck, desperate single mom I could find, not to get in her panties, just to pay her bill, just to give her that little bit of hope, because you never know. Like you don't realize how much $500 would mean to somebody.
Mike.
Yep. It's just so silly. What's up, Mike?
Good to see you.
Dang, 2 panels in one night, Mike. Oh, Travis gonna be so jealous.
I know. Can we call this 2 panels, 1 mic?
2 girls, 1 cup.
I screwed up a little bit earlier. I'm not going to get involved in a bunch of drama, but I will say I tried to send a message and I put it on the wrong stream or chat or whatever.
Jody, don't ever worry about the damn.
I'm
drama.
not getting mixed
up. Don't give a shit about the drama, man. Just keep on trucking.
Not either. I mean, somebody pointed out something to me that occurred about me a couple of weeks ago. I'm like, dude, I really don't give a fuck. I'm sorry. I'm over worrying about these things. I'm worried about stressing myself out. I'm just doing me, man. I'm just cruising along.
First thing I've ever told any of y'all when you met me is don't give a shit. Do whatever you're gonna do whenever you want to do it. Just don't worry about none of that.
Your philosophy is sunk deep in me, and Groovy's the same way. I don't give a fuck,
It's not that you're not stepping on anybody's toes. There's a billion fucking people on this app. You're gonna be all right.
Oh yeah, I know.
I mean, I will say
having great friends definitely helps.
I will say this: I do give a fuck, but I won't let you know I give a fuck. How about that?
I mean, I talked to a fellow content creator earlier. He actually, we were talking on the phone for a good half an hour. And we're talking about this and that, and they brought up something to me. I brought up something to them. They're like, well, in the long run, don't give a damn about it. Just keep being you, man, because we love you for you. Just be you. What's up, Nick
Jones?
Yeah, right.
Sun's coming up.
Yeah. What's up, Nick? What's up, Nick?
I gotta admit, you're one ugly fucker, mate.
I am ugly as fuck, man. I'm running neck and neck with you, brother.
No, you're starting to look a bit like me, Paul.
Hey, I fucked up and trimmed my beard down. Now I look like I got this tiny little.
Hey.
Down here.
I shave, but it's slowly.
Hey, look, I shaved the same time that you shaved.
Yeah.
Who, me?
I shaved.
Oh,
me?
damn.
No,
that's okay. No. It doesn't matter. I know my facial hair grows slow, but it gets to that point, and then just becomes like.
Hey, So a lot of people don't know, like Nick Jones is legitimately undercover, a really fucking good guy. He does a lot of good shit for people that can't do for themselves. Oh yeah. No, you're
letting out secrets, Jimmy.
Yeah, no, I am.
Nick Jones,
Nick Jones is one of my oldest, closest friends on YouTube for a reason. He is legitimately a good fucking guy. I love you, Nick.
Hey, let's pile it on. I vouch for Nick Jones. Nick Jones is a great guy.
He's gonna leave here in a second. Watch it.
He's a good motherfucker right here.
Yeah. Yeah, he takes care of people that have done the right thing. He's a good fucking guy. Yeah, but he is a slimy little asshole sometimes. He's got the worst fucking jokes. My God damn.
That's why we love him, man. That's why Nick is awesome, man. He comes in I don't slam you hard, but at the same time, he loves
I've probably known Nick as long as I've known anybody on YouTube. Nick's was one of my first YouTube friends. Like, and I've stuck with him the whole time. So,
I love Nick Jones.
Yeah, love you, Nick.
And if people don't like me, I don't give a flying fuck.
Exactly, buddy.
That's why I love you, Nick.
The more people are pissed off, the better.
Shane! Hey, what's up, Saucy Shane?
Oh, Saucy.
Oh, holy shit, it's Saucy Shane in here. Hell yeah.
It's like a blue moon. It's like a rare sighting. Holy crap, it's Shane.
I miss some Saucy Shane.
Holy shit, if we could get Saucy up here, we'd have a trifecta going.
Oh, man. That'd be like a Bigfoot and a UFO on one stream.
Yeah, I like me some Nick Jones. That's why I always, when he comes in, I was like, Nick Jones, what's going on?
I will always bring Nick up if he comes up and grabs that link in my channel. I'm like, yeah, of course you're going, buddy.
This is what I'll tell you about.
I don't even think that I'm sub to your channel anyway.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't.
That's okay. I'm just this guy.
This is what I'll tell you about Nick Jones. I think he's a great guy, but he don't give a fuck what I think about him. So he's fucking Nick Jones.
Yep.
I'm gonna write a song called "Fucking Nick Jones."
That's right.
Oh, it'd be great. You and Samantha have to do a duet with it.
Hell yeah, Saucy.
You're in charge while I take a
holy shit.
Oh, Saucy just dropped some freaking hot news right there. High-speed internet coming soon.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Can't wait to
get working on
Jane back in the mix of shit, man. Like
I've been working on dial-up.
Dial-up? Dude, I ran my channel until early this year. I ran my channel off of fucking like 8 megabytes upload and fucking or download and 0.3 megabytes upload.
He was on CenturyLink. He was on CenturyLink. Basically.
And my shit was all copy. It looked like I was on an Atari 2600.
It was night and day when you switched. Because before I'm like, I understood because I've been there and I understood, internet right now sucks. And I understood. And then bam, as soon as you switch to the fiber, it's just like, holy fuck, there he is.
It used to take like 30 minutes to download one song.
Oh, yeah. It used to take me legitly when I would upload a video, like an art video or something, it would take me 2.5 days to upload that thing.
Oh, my God.
And now I can upload that shit before I even finish typing the fucking hashtags and shit in. That motherfucker's already uploaded.
I'm fairly close to that. My up speed is just under a gig. Or my down. But my up is like maybe 40 up, but still it's quick enough. It's like, all right, the length of my videos, it's like 4 minutes up. Cool.
So Saucy Shane, when you get your high speed internet, man, like your whiskey reviews, your beer reviews, all your reviews are fucking top notch, man. Just keep rocking what you rock, and don't change your name anymore. Saucy Shane, that's how we know you.
Yeah,
you are Saucy Shane, man. Like we love Saucy Shane. Just keep on rocking with
high speed.
As soon as I saw it, I'm like, yeah, just back to it. Man, I can't wait for you to get your high speed internet because I know when you can be around. I know you're a busy guy, but I know when you can be around, you'll be around, and I cannot wait to hang out with you again. I miss you, buddy.
Someday, things will be back to normal.
Oh shit!
I'll be back to free partying. I'll be back to the clouds and stouts. I'll be back to all that shit. Mm-hmm. Right now, I just can't do it, and I hate it. I fucking hate it.
No, but man, you're taking care of the fam, man, and I give you a huge thumbs up for that because if I had a family or had children, grandchildren myself, I would do the same damn thing.
I can't hardly like Monday and Tuesday night. I can't watch it, man. I just want to be there too bad.
So here's what I'll do. If I win another giveaway as a member for 21090, I will tell them directly to send it to you.
Oh no, hell no! You fucking rock.
No, man, I just won a bottle that's coming in the mail.
Believe
wait,
me,
dude.
I want you to have.
I
it
have
because
one.
it's-
I have one enough from 21090. Like I got
I
a
want-
closet full of their shit, and I've got a shelf full of their whiskey. I love those boys with all my heart.
Yeah.
I just wish I could be there for the show.
I'm not gonna lie, I
Man,
miss
you
the
don't have to
pre-shows.
pay
I'm
for
like so lost without your pre-shows. You and the guys
You
are the
had to pay
it's-
for it. You
What?
took that shot of the Elijahs and
What I
everything.
won?
Like when I won that shit on Twisted's channel,
Yeah.
and I did it. I was gonna give it to you anyways, man. I'm not the one that instigated all that shit. But
No, that was groovy, and dude, I appreciate that so much, and I cannot wait to get it. My mom is gonna love it, and what you did
yeah,
was great. What I put myself through, but I was in my bathroom vomiting. I said, "It's still worth it. It's
immediately
still worth
booted.
it."
And
You immediately booted, dude. Like you just left the couch.
I
and,
had
like,
enough.
you
I had enough
immediately-
time to mute my microphone. I had enough time to mute my mic and just beeline to the bathroom.
No, we can hear you. We can hear you. Like
No, I
immediately,
muted my
we can
mic.
hear you booted.
Saucy Shane, you know I love you with all my heart, brother. And Guwani, you got friends like us. We're right here, man.
Oh, yeah.
You're good, Guwani. We don't always agree, just like none of us do. That's the whole theme of this family. We don't agree, but we're still fucking family. That's what we do, man.
And like I said, Guwani, next time I'm down in Tampa, we'll get together for lunch, grab a bite to eat, and hang out, and just kind of just have a bite to eat, and that we'll have that time together. I think it'd be a lot of fun.
I wish I
Or
could play
go to a
guitar.
Tampa Yankees game or Trench or whatever they're called.
I wish I could play guitar like Jody over there. I'd be like Jim from that movie. I'd just be fucking big Jim.
So,
Play my guitar.
Mike the Sausage sit behind me.
Hey Jody, brother, I've got to go to bed. I got to get up in the morning and cook hot dogs for my associates. So,
All right, man. I'll put me back in charge.
All right, Jimmy, much love, brother. Thank you
Hey.
so much for the fun night.
oh yeah, I love all of y'all. I will try to do the pre-party on Fridays for the nerd talk stuff. I missed the pre-party. I missed the whole pre-party thing.
I'll keep that in mind next
Look.
week. Well, you can't do it. Are you going to do both next week?
I don't
Next
know.
week is a very hard one for me to meet because I don't really binge sci-fi or action. I'm more of a comedy binger, so I may have to pass that.
Whatever you binge that's not in the normal realm.
Yeah, I saw the stuff you posted earlier. All the
Okay,
Ronnie.
we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, there's some stuff I binge at night.
All right, my
Well, Guan, aren't you close? All right, have a good one.
all right, my friends. I'll see you tomorrow. Love you.
Better.
All right, love you, man. All right.
Guan, aren't you kind of in the area? I thought you were pretty close. I might be wrong, but I know you're somewhere in the area. But we'll figure it out.
So where are you from, mate?
Corpus Christi, Texas.
Nice, South, baby.
Right.
Yeah, I'm
I
about.
thought you
two
were
hours
from
away.
Canada.
No, he's way down on the Gulf of Mexico, man.
No,
About 4-day drive.
Yeah.
Why
Six
you
hours
look there like
away.
a French Canadian?
Corpus Christi is like at the butthole of Chihuahua Desert.
Yeah.
It's pretty
but
far
right down
south,
on the
man.
Gulf.
Okay,
It's
yeah. I was
not
thinking-
Brownsville, but it's pretty fucking.
Oh, you're pretty damn close to Brownsville. It's
Yeah.
about an hour away from you, if not less.
Dude, I'm closer
Okay,
to
Guan, okay. I thought
Groovy
you were closer.
than I am to Brownsville.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm
you're
closer to
close
San
the-
Antonio than I am to
Oh,
Brownsville.
that's good because I've heard nothing but garbage about Brownsville. My neighbor played for UTEP, University of Texas, El Paso. He's like, dude, every time we had practice, I tried to kick the football to go over the wall, and I couldn't get it. I'm like, you couldn't even kick it out of the fucking stadium. Don't tell me that.
I couldn't kick it because it was already stolen by a bunch of. All right,
No,
never
I
mind.
mean they had made one bowl game in 2000, UTEP versus Boise State at the Idaho Potato Bowl. My buddy outscored the rest of UTEP. That's how bad they were against Boise State
Where'd the
as
guitar
a
go,
place
man?
kicker. Huh?
Get the guitar back out.
Yeah, keep going, bud. Sorry, I'll stop.
Oh, you talking about me?
Yeah, get the guitar back out, man.
I can, but everybody.
Hey, what guitar is it?
Well,
Right, I'm going to go and get some sleep.
it's
Good
one
night.
that tortures.
All right, good night, Nick. Good to see you, man.
I got
Have a good one, bud.
all of my
Cheers.
hands, man.
It's a nice looking guitar. What kind of guitar is it?
Nah, it's cheap as shit.
Wooden.
It's a
A wooden.
Cockabine, whatever. CAK.
CAD.
CAKAMINE. I'm looking to buy another guitar. I'm playing this torture chamber right now, where the strings are way above the neck, like way too far. And then when I try to lower the neck, it rattles like crazy. So
yeah,
it's not a good.
Ooh, shit.
I taught my kid how to play guitar and actually guitar, piano, violin, and several other things. She's way better than I was.
I can play this, but I could play a better guitar better. But you know, I mean, I can play Eagles or.
Everybody's got a couple of songs like
I can play
really well.
I can play.
You play some just for Chatio. Can we play some Red Hot Chili Peppers since he's been burning his ass off the last couple of weeks?
I'm taking a little bit break now, but even Groovy's like, you gotta do something soon because I mean, when I did the sauce on my stream initially that earlier Saturday, I got a couple donations from people. So right, that's going towards the next challenge, and I haven't found it yet. I need a few weeks to kind of recover because that Elijah Extreme, man, can go fuck itself. That's not fun, especially with the whiskey. Holy crap, man! It absolutely was 100-fold.
I didn't. That was not me, dude. I was like, I already told Twisted. I was like, hey, just give it to Jay. Give it to Prisma.
But I wanted to earn it for her, and because I saw those and with the purple in it, I'm like, that would look good in my mom's house. Groovy, of course. That's my issue. I don't tell Groovy no. It gets me in a lot of trouble all the time.
It was still good.
That was the first time I've ever booted, ever of anything, and that was so instant.
It was still good fun, man.
Yeah, I had a blast with it.
I would like to play like Quiplash or something with y'all, like.
Yeah,
I can play a lot of Eagle shit.
Yeah, I'll see if Twisted's doing anytime soon, because that's where Quiplash and stuff goes on.
Well, throw up some Hotel California then.
Well, I can do that, but I can't sing it.
You could do a rendition of it. Yeah,
dude,
YouTube
I can play
will get it.
Very well,
that's the thing.
but I can't sing for shit either.
Yeah, YouTube will take it, so that's why. Yeah, I can see that.
I mean, I can play Hotel California, but I can't sing it. But if you want to hear an Eagles song, I can play that, or I can play like Sweet Home Alabama, or I can play Mamas Don't Let Your Babies Grow Up to Be Cowboys.
I love that song. Oh my god, I love that.
I can do the Take the Ribbon from Your Hair. Shake it, let it fall.
Mamas
I can do a ton of shit. Or I can do Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash is another good one. Dude, I can't sing for shit. And I've actually played like in 6th Street in bars and stuff like that. But I always just played louder than I sang. That way I didn't have to.
Let me do this one right quick. How about that? Okay.
Nachos.
I like the way you're sparkling in Ringsley against your skin so brown. And I wanna sleep with you in the desert tonight. Oh, I'm fucking this up. Hang on. With a billion stars all around. And I gotta, I'm pretty fucking drunk, man. I
Hey,
may
man.
have to start with something a little.
Bourbon, are you connected with X? Or no? X and Nacho, are you connected with them?
Take the ribbon from your hair. Shake it loose and let it fall. Nah, not that one either. You know what? Let me do the Johnny Cash. Hang on.
Okay, there you go.
When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy and don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die.
Oh, yeah, Johnny Cash.
When I hear that lonesome whistle blow, I hang my head and die. Well, there's probably rich folks eating in those fancy dining cars, probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars.
Oh,
Well, I'm stuck here in this prison. Time keeps dragging on. Yeah, you know what? I could play way better than I can sing right now. I'm gonna let that go. I'm just gonna give up on it altogether because I can play it. I just can't sing it. Right?
I'm right there with you, man. I can play a lot better than I could ever sing, man. Like, I can play, man. Oh, hey, Kit. Kitty. I can play Red Hot Chili Peppers and Metallica, like pretty much
I mean,
anything.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, on the
Hey,
guitar, but I
Kitty.
can't sing
Good to
for
see you,
shit.
sweetheart.
I mean, my thing is when I'm sober, I can belt it out. I can do all this shit, but I'm slurring right now. I'm not in it right now. My fingers are knowing what to do, but my voice is like, you know.
Never had a good voice, but
I got blisters on my
I
fingers.
could always play some shit, man. I've been in 2 different bands.
Yeah, I was in a Eagles cover band for 5 years, so 4.5
My,
years.
my first band was called Poker Face.
Oh, Lady Gaga. He got the poker face.
No, not like that, but like it was Poker Face, but like poke her face, and then it was like and the next one was the Woody Doer Project.
Yeah, okay. All right.
So it was ridiculous, but man, I used to play on 6th Street and stuff like that in Austin, and
Yeah.
Like, I had gigs. You know,
Oh, you were in Austin?
Yeah, when I was younger, I played in Austin. We played on 6th Street.
Oh yeah.
But,
Been there a few times. I lived in Texas for 18 years. We went to
oh, did you whereabouts?
We lived in Fort Worth, but we would go to Austin all the time. My wife graduated UT,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then she went to law school in St. Mary's in San Antonio.
It's a great school there too. Yeah, St. Mary's is awesome.
But we would go back and visit Austin. She bled burnt orange, so you know we would go to Austin a lot.
6th Street used to be cool, man. Like, you used to be able to play on the sidewalks and shit. Now, like, you gotta have permits and shit for it.
Oh
You have to
well,
go
yeah,
smoke in the bars and all that.
yeah. I mean, but it got
Oh, same here in the Denver area. Oh yeah,
Pretty liberal
sucks.
now.
It sucks.
Very liberal now.
Well, Austin.
Yeah, they
Oh,
still
yeah. Oh, yeah. I
I
mean, I was explaining to my mom. She's like, "So Austin's different from the rest of Texas." I'm like, "It's this little sliver, like hole of liberalness in Texas."
Austin is like the California of fucking Texas.
It is, and well, Denver's become pretty California-esque anymore. And I've been here for the last almost 39 years. I look around half the time and go, "Where the fuck am I? This isn't right. This is I want you know." And I'm more like central. I'm more undecided mentally, like with politics. But it's like, what happened? I mean, the neighborhood I grew up in, my mom still lives there, and there's shootings there at least once a week anymore. I'm like, Mom, you gotta get the hell out. You lost the neighborhood that you built the house. She's in the house that was built in 1977, the same house. She's been there since 77. I'm like, you gotta go. It's not safe for you. I worry about you there all the time. She's like, would you walk in the neighborhood in the middle of the night anymore? I was like, hell no.
Hell no.
That's what it's time to go.
Little Sweet Home Alabama.
Hey, Chetty, are you gonna sing this song?
Ice, baby.
No,
Yeah.
No, I don't sing. I don't. You know I don't sing. I do not sing. I'm sorry. I cannot.
Sing it with him, Chad. I can.
yeah, I mean, come on, man.
Hey, I'm trying to get him to sing with me, man.
I can't, but I probably should get going here, guys. I'm sorry. I'm pretty.
All right, I'll put it back down.
I'm getting floaty. I gotta get going.
All right.
Cheers, guys. Mike, I'll see you soon. I may go live tomorrow. I don't know, in about 12 and a half hours. We'll see how I feel. I'll figure something out to have fun with Saturday morning. That's usually the day to go. I didn't have anything planned. I'm like, I had something planned, and for the life of me, I could not remember all fucking. What did I have planned this week? Because next week I know what I'm doing. The week after I know what I'm doing. I'm like, what did I have planned this week? I may just do a fun hangout. Just kind of like
you had like 2 Ronnie videos, whatever it was. But
I do that every Friday. Yeah. Hey, look, Scroll was doing 4 Ronnie's Friday for a while until he even flat out said, "Hey, I'm running out of Ronnie videos. If somebody wants to take it over, take it over." And I messaged him on Facebook. I said, "Do you mind if I take it over? Because I'm just getting into it." Now I'm at the point with the 2 Ronnies. I'm getting very much at the bottom of what I can find for them.
That second video was funny as shit though. When he was like,
"Oh, the wallpaper in the pub."
He's like, "Morning."
Yeah.
Morning, man.
Wallpaper in the pub was a good one. I mean, I like that one. I've got a couple more. Have some lined up to record. I've got a bunch of American Reacts coming out soon. So, and that's probably the direction I'm taking my channel. Like I've got to the point with beer reviews, I'm bored with them. Food reviews, I'm bored with them, but I will still do them from time to time if I find something spectacular to do.
Well, let me say this before we bow out.
Okay.
I have a template now because I created this wireframe template. for doing documentary films. And what I really want to do after the release of this distillery documentary is I would love to meet up with YouTubers in real life, and do I'm talking about high quality documentary film about us, show a couple of clips of you online, show a couple of clips of somebody else online, and then we meet in person with this high def sound and cameras and all this shit, And I would really like to do a day in the life of all of us meeting up.
All of us meeting up, but if people were like, I'm gonna do a day in the life of Chatio, it's pretty fucking boring.
No.
I mean, my workstation's here's my workstation right behind me. That's
my life's boring as fuck.
Right? I mean, we both work from home, so there's no
This is me at my computer all day.
Yeah.
And in my mind, it's like,
cheers, Justin.
I don't have enough information about this. I need to email this other person.
Mm-hmm.
I need to know more before I can make a decision on this. So, but you don't hear any of that. You just see me going.
No.
I mean, that's pretty much my work day. If you had a feed into my desk, is me frowning a lot. But no,
I'm just sitting there looking, thumb up my butt, working. I think I'm doing this right.
I'm done,
right, man. Well, I'll talk to y'all later.
I'm heading out, guys.